Things are looking rough for Chrisean Rock, who's stuck behind bars, and it's not any better for Blueface, who's also locked up. But the real question everyone's asking is, what's going on with their son? In this video, we're diving into all the chaos surrounding Chrisean Rock and Blueface's child, who's caught in the middle of their mess. Stick around because it's not looking too good for the little one either. Chrisean's arrest and her child. You'd think having a newborn would settle things down, but for Chrisean Rock, things have only gotten wilder. She's staring down the barrel of an 8-year prison sentence, and the drama doesn't stop there. For those who don't know, Chrisean and rapper Blueface welcomed their baby boy back in 2023. That moment felt like a brief moment of peace, but the storm rolled in again. Instead of enjoying the joys of parenthood, both Chrisean and Blueface found themselves caught up in a whirlwind of court cases, arrests, and non-stop chaos. And just when things seemed like they couldn't get worse, they did. On June 10th, while Chrisean was at Blueface's court hearing, things took a shocking turn. She showed up to support him, baby in hand, but instead of just being there as a spectator, her own legal troubles caught up with her. Turns out the police were already onto her. They moved fast, arresting her on the spot. Chrisean had been wanted in Oklahoma for 2 years, facing charges for possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. The whole scene played out like something straight out of a movie. TMZ cameras were rolling as she was cuffed and led away, her face a mix of shock and disbelief.
What happened, Christine?
They saying I got a whole nother case caught up in downtown. I don't even be downtown.
What was already a chaotic courtroom, with Blueface's hearing taking center stage, quickly turned into a full-blown media frenzy. But if that wasn't enough drama, things escalated even further when Chrisean's infant son was taken from her right there on the spot. The chaos only deepened. No one knew where the baby would end up, and rumors started flying left and right. A source claimed the child had been taken into custody, but the question of who would care for him hung in the air, adding yet another layer of heartbreak to an already messy and heartbreaking situation. Chrisean was booked into the Los Angeles County Jail, and while she might have looked shocked and confused in the video footage of her arrest, those charges, they were no surprise to her. In fact, Chrisean had been talking about this months before it all went down. In her Instagram live sessions, she had expressed hope that her legal troubles would get cleared up without her having to do time. She even mentioned how hard she had been working to get things straightened out, trying to avoid exactly what happened.
Oh, all my warrants. My warrants are getting cleaned up. I've been paying off fees and getting rid of shit, talking to certain people to help my situation out. Cause I have my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in.
But it looks like all that effort didn't work out in the end. Before she was extradited to Oklahoma, she had to deal with a charge in California first. On June 18th, she was sentenced to 30 days in jail for an assault with a deadly weapon. After her sentencing, Whack 100, Blueface's manager, shared some insight into her situation. He reassured fans that Chrisean could be home before Christmas, saying they've got 45 days to transport her, and the faster she gets to Oklahoma, the faster she'll be back. She's not looking at years behind bars. Once she's in Oklahoma custody, we could see her out in as little as 10 days, or the judge might give her a few months. Either way, we'll probably see her before Christmas, maybe even before the summer's up. She'll be all right. After serving her 30-day sentence in California, Chrisean was transferred to a facility in Oklahoma, where she's now awaiting trial for her drug charges. These charges include failure to have a tax stamp affixed on controlled dangerous substances, CDS, and possession of CDS with intent to distribute. Each charge carries a 4-year sentence, meaning Chrisean is staring down the possibility of up to 8 years behind bars, depending on how things play out in court. And as if her legal situation wasn't tough enough, there's still the uncertainty surrounding her baby. But this isn't Chrisean's first run-in with the law. It's just the latest chapter in a long, messy history. Chrisean is no stranger to courtrooms. In fact, she's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, even landing herself on Oklahoma's most wanted fugitives list. And for good reason. She's been in and out of court for years, dealing with everything from drug charges to assault cases. Her legal troubles kicked off way back on May 7th, 2020, when she got hit with possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia charges in Maryland. That moment was like the start of a snowball rolling downhill. Things only got more serious from there. Charges like that, they're no joke and can lead to hefty fines and even jail time. But for Chrisean, this was just the beginning of her roller coaster ride through the legal system. Things only heated up on July 13th, 2021, when she didn't show up for court. That led to a bench warrant being issued for her arrest. Not showing up for court is a serious move, and it brought even more trouble her way. Fast forward to June 2024, and that warrant is still active, showing just how deep Chrisean struggles with the law run. The next big chapter in Chrisean's run-ins with the law happened just a few months later, in late November 2021. This time, it wasn't about a missed court date, it was personal. Chrisean Rock was living at Blueface's house at the time, still signed to Blueface Records after joining his label in 2020. But the situation spiraled out of control when Blueface, alongside his manager Whack 100, decided they'd had enough and called the police to remove her from the property. In a video that circulated online, Chrisean is seen standing her ground, refusing to leave the house. She insisted that she still worked for Blueface and wasn't living there for free.
I live here for free. I work. What are you talking about?
You work what? What do you do?
I'm an artist.
You work where?
What are you talking about?
You work where? You pay a bill?
I work for you.
But Whack 100 didn't hold back, immediately shutting her down and bluntly telling her she had been dropped from the label.
You don't work for He dropped you a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He dropped you. He
As the police tried to de-escalate things, Whack 100's frustration boiled over. He demanded that Chrisean leave, saying she had no right to stay in the house. Despite the police being involved, the situation didn't calm down after they left. In fact, things only escalated. Whack and Blueface started arguing amongst themselves, with Whack vowing to make sure Chrisean left one way or another.
I'll tell you what, dead home, she gonna get up out of here one way or another. I take the hit. I take the hit on the dead homies. No, she gonna get up out of here, dog.
Eventually, the police escorted Chrisean to gather her belongings. It's unclear if she actually left that day, but the whole scene was nothing short of pure chaos. But the drama didn't end there. On August 22nd, 2022, Chrisean found herself in hot water once again, this time in Arizona. She got hit with charges of disorderly conduct and criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. The trespassing charge eventually got dropped, but that disorderly conduct charge stuck, adding yet another layer of mess to her already complicated legal situation. And it didn't stop there. When Chrisean failed to show up in court on September 6, 2022, it only made things worse. This pattern of skipping court dates was starting to paint a clear picture of her non-compliance with the law. It's one of the big reasons she's behind bars right now, and not with her child. Every time she missed a court date, it was like digging the hole a little deeper, making it harder to climb out of the legal mess she'd created. Trouble kept coming. In August 2023, Chrisean found herself in the headlines again, this time for an altercation with fellow Baddies East star, Whoa Vicky. The drama went down during filming in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, all over something as small as a liked tweet. Reports say that Chrisean took offense to a post Vicky had liked, which led to tension between the two.
Like, oh, you doing clickbait stuff. I'm like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I promise you, I didn't mean to like that. No, I promise you. I'm sorry if I offended you.
Vicky claimed she tried to apologize, but Chrisean wasn't having it. Instead, Chrisean threw something at her, and things escalated into a physical fight. Not long after, Vicky pressed assault charges. Even though Zeus Network tried to deny that any fight went down on set, Vicky wasn't backing down. She showed off her bruises and cuts, claiming they were from the altercation with Chrisean. And with Chrisean's already long rap sheet, this was just another chapter in her growing list of legal troubles. At this point, you'd think Chrisean might slow down and try to dodge the drama, but her legal headaches only got worse. On October 26, 2023, her former hairstylist, Irby Lashala, hit her with a civil suit. This one was big. Lashala accused Chrisean of assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress after an incident at the Baddies premiere in January 2023, where Chrisean allegedly punched her in the face. To make things even more complicated, the Zeus Network was dragged into the suit for negligence. And just when you thought that was enough, another lawsuit landed. On January 7, 2024, James Wright Chanel filed a civil suit against Chrisean for injuries he claimed he suffered during an alleged assault. The suit demanded compensation for the damage Chrisean's actions caused, adding yet another layer to her already tangled legal web. All these events culminated in her recent arrest, which has landed her behind bars. But let's not forget, Chrisean isn't the only parent with legal issues. While she's been busy navigating her own storm, Blueface has been facing his own set of legal battles, and they're just as intense, maybe even more. Blueface's legal battles. If you think Chrisean's legal battles were wild, wait till you hear what Blueface has been up to. His situation might just make you feel a little sorry for their innocent child who seems to be caught in the middle of all this chaos. Recently, Blueface found himself in deep trouble, getting hit with a 4-year prison sentence. This drama has been brewing for a while, dating back to an incident in 2021. It all went down when Blueface and his crew rolled up to Skinny's Lounge, ready to turn up for the night. For those who don't know, Skinny's Lounge in San Fernando Valley is a well-known spot, famous for its lively vibe and celebrity sightings. But what was supposed to be a night out turned into a violent altercation with security, landing Blueface in court. When Blueface and his entourage pulled up, the bouncer, just doing his job, asked for ID. When they couldn't provide proper ID, the bouncer denied them entry, and that didn't sit well with Blueface's crew. Things escalated fast. A member of his crew threw the first punch, landing it right on the bouncer. After that, all hell broke loose. Blueface and 3 others joined in, delivering a brutal beatdown on the bouncer. Punches flew and kicks landed hard as the guard tried to defend himself. himself. In a disturbing turn, a woman from their group pulled out her phone, filming the whole assault while Blueface stomped the defenseless bouncer. One guy even tried lifting the bouncer by his feet, keeping the attack going. When it was over, the bouncer was left bloodied and helpless on the ground. But that wasn't the end. Blueface casually tapped the bouncer as if checking if he was still conscious before walking off like nothing happened. The crew bounced, leaving the man sprawled out and struggling. The aftermath was brutal. The bouncer ended up in the hospital with serious injuries, requiring stitches and medical care. Images of his battered face showed just how savage the attack was. It didn't take long for the cops to investigate. Surveillance footage captured every brutal moment, and the evidence was undeniable. Blueface was arrested and slapped with felony assault and battery charges. In court, the footage was the nail in the coffin. The prosecution made it clear how vicious the attack was, while Blueface's legal team tried to push for leniency. But when it came down to it, the judge wasn't letting Blueface off easy. He was found guilty of felony assault and battery, with the judge making it clear that this kind of violence isn't just reckless, it's a threat to public safety. He got hit with probation but was warned. One more mistake and the consequences would be far worse, and that's exactly what happened. It wasn't this case that landed him behind bars, it was the slip-ups after. Just like Chrisean Rock, Blueface couldn't stay out of trouble. The big slip-up happened in December 2023. While performing at Gem nightclub in Salt Lake City, Blueface took it too far. He called a fan on stage and then straight up shoved her to the ground, sparking a whole lot of outrage. The incident, which went down on December 16th, was caught on multiple cameras, and you already know it went viral quick. The footage shows Blueface accusing a fan of throwing ice at his fiancée, Jaden Alexis. He called the fan on stage, shoved her, and told security to handle it. That's when the chaos broke loose. His security team jumped in, and even Jaden was pushed toward the fan, ready to throw hands. The public wasn't feeling it, and the backlash was swift, with many calling for Blueface to face legal consequences. In January 2024, he finally turned himself in, and of course, it was all caught on camera. Blueface, calm as ever, even smiling as he walked into the correctional facility.
Handling some mandatory issues, man. I see you on the other side.
All right.
Good check. Only a real player will go to jail looking like he's finna go to the Himalayas.
All of this led to Blueface's recent sentencing on August 9th, which turned into a heartbreaking moment for his father, who was clearly disappointed with the judge's decision.
I'll probably tell the results on the way I left. I gave him 4 years. Stay strong.
But the drama didn't stop there. While dealing with the bouncer case, Blueface was also juggling several other legal battles. One of the most serious was an attempted murder charge. This all went down in October 2022, right outside the Euphoric Gentlemen's Club in Vegas. It started when a dude named Kentavious Traylor made a slick comment about Blueface, talking to some girls in a cheap car. That didn't sit right with Blueface or his crew, and things got real heated real quick. Before long, Traylor got jumped by the entourage, and in the chaos, Traylor tried to dip in his truck, but Blueface wasn't letting it slide. He pulled out a gun and fired 2 shots at the fleeing car, one bullet grazing Traylor's hand. Fast forward to November 15th, 2022. Blueface gets taken down by undercover cops in a dramatic arrest outside Lolo's Chicken and Waffles in Vegas.
That's Blueface. The undercover cops just pulled up on him, bro. They got him.
The footage shows officers swarming him, taking him in without any resistance. He was booked on attempted murder charges and discharging a firearm. Even though the charges were serious, Blueface managed to dodge a long prison sentence. In July 2023, he pled guilty to battery and discharging a firearm, allowing the more severe charges to be dropped. Instead of time behind bars, he got a suspended sentence of 24 to 60 months, which means he's on probation, but the judge didn't hold back with a warning.
I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. You are playing with your liberty, your life, obviously, but you're playing with your liberty if you're going to have guns and do anything that's going to violate your probation in that regard. Do you understand?
Fast forward, and now he's facing 4 years in jail, proving he didn't take that warning seriously. With both parents behind bars, their child is caught in the chaos. But even if they weren't locked up, the child's life would still be far from peaceful. Blueface and Chrisean's toxic relationship.
I know, bro. You all right, dude? Bro, that's not good, bro. Damn, dude.
Over the years, Blueface and Chrisean's relationship has been nothing short of a wild ride, playing out like a full-blown reality show. From public fights to heated arguments plastered all over social media, their relationship has been a straight-up ticking time bomb. Blueface and Chrisean Rock's relationship began in a rather unconventional way. In 2020, Blueface decided to host a reality show at his home, featuring a group of women competing for his affection. The show, which aired on the Zeus network, was filled with drama and chaos from the start. Among the contestants, Chrisean Rock quickly stood out due to her vibrant vibrant personality and fierce determination. She became a fan favorite and ultimately won Blueface's heart, securing a spot on his record label. But from the jump, you could see the toxic sparks flying. The competition was marked by intense arguments and physical altercations, setting the stage for what was to come. Chrisean had to fight her way to the top, literally and figuratively, as she navigated the tumultuous environment of the reality show. After the show wrapped up, the drama between Blueface and Chrisean didn't slow down. In February 2022, things hit a wild point when Blueface accused Chrisean of stealing his car and driving it all the way to Oklahoma, where she ended up getting arrested for drug possession. Blueface didn't waste time airing it all out on Instagram, where he called her a thief and even threw some shade, saying she was on some weirdo behavior trying to make her way to Baltimore.
I woke up, my car wasn't with me tonight. Tiptoeing around my house while I'm asleep. Past me sleep, tiptoeing. Cut herself, breaking in, left a little note in blood. Cut herself home.
That incident kicked off a string of public disputes, with Blueface's entire team, including his manager, accusing Chrisean of stealing money from his artists. Chrisean defended herself in an interview from jail, admitting that she had been struggling with personal issues and needed time to heal.
Yeah, I was tweaking for real. But I'm gonna be a buck. I use this time to really heal. Healing from a lot of shit.
You'd think after all that drama, they'd call it quits. But nope, they got right back together. As their relationship kept moving, the toxicity only got worse. In May 2022, just days after Chrisean got a tattoo of Blueface's face on her neck, things escalated to a whole new level. She got into a heated confrontation with Blueface's family, and it all hit a boiling point when she ended up physically fighting Blueface's mom and sister. The conflict reportedly started when Blueface's mom wanted to move out, but tension skyrocketed, especially after Blueface revealed his sister had knocked out Chrisean's tooth in the past. The violence didn't stop there. Later in 2022, Chrisean was arrested for misdemeanor charges of criminal trespass and disorderly conduct after allegedly punching Blueface in the face at Whiskey Row Bar in Scottsdale, Arizona. Blueface downplayed the incident, claiming she was only arrested for trespassing and not for assaulting him.
Rock is in jail for trespassing. She's not in jail for hitting me, touching me, anything that got to do with me.
However, many weren't buying it. Rumors swirled, with people saying that Chrisean had actually attacked Blueface, sparking more drama in their already chaotic relationship. The couple's volatile relationship took another dramatic turn when Blueface got into a physical altercation with Chrisean's father. The incident, which was filmed for their reality show, occurred outside the Four Seasons Hotel. The confrontation was intense, with both men exchanging blows. The public fights didn't stop there. In August 2022, another video dropped, this time showing the couple throwing hands in Hollywood. Chrisean hit first, grabbing his shirt, and Blueface hit back.
I know, bro. You all right, dude? Bro, that's not good, bro. Damn, dude.
Even after the birth of their son, the toxicity between Blueface and Chrisean didn't stop, it only got worse. As soon as their baby came into the mix, a whole new level of drama unfolded. It all kicked off in May 2023, when Chrisean took to social media to announce her pregnancy. What should have been a joyful moment quickly turned into a spectacle, with Blueface publicly denying he was the father and even accusing Chrisean of cheating on him with her ex.
Is that your kid? Where are we at on that?
I left it up to the ex. Once he came out and the baby looks like him, and he kind of showed some evidence that they've been in contact since the day I met her till today, it's kind of like, who's to say who has more influence or impression?
By the time their son, Chrisean Malone Jr., was born in September 2023, the drama had reached its peak. Blueface posted a photo of their newborn son's private area, claiming that the baby had a hernia that Chrisean wasn't taking care of properly. This outrageous move set social media on fire, and Chrisean was devastated. She took to social media in tears, breaking down over the situation and calling out Blueface for exploiting their child's health for attention.
Why are you posting our son, bro? And why would you post it, bro?
The whole thing was pure chaos, and their innocent child was stuck right in the middle of it all. With both parents locked up, Blueface's mom, Carlissa Saffold Harvey, stepped in to explain what was going down with their son. She took to social media, revealing that after Chrisean's arrest, their baby was left in the care of Chrisean's best friend, Marsh. Concerned, Carlissa offered to take the baby herself, but Marsh reassured her that everything was under control. Carlissa didn't hold back against the critics who claimed no one wanted to step up for the child. She made it clear that others, like Jaden Alexis, Blueface's Blueface's other baby mama, were more than willing to care for the baby. And she didn't shy away from throwing shade at Blueface's dad, calling him out for saying he wasn't a babysitter. With all that, the drama keeps on rolling, leaving their son caught right in the middle of the madness. Who knows what's next? One thing's for sure, their child's future is just as unpredictable as the roller coaster of Blueface and Chrisean's relationship. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.